Doesn't look like a prison, does it? But I must escape from it nonetheless. In Krystopia, a puzzle journey. This is our sponsored feature of the week, and I'm going to show you bits and pieces of a couple of these levels. If you are a fan of things like The Room and other escape room style things, then this might be your bag. A lot of the game is based around interacting with the objects in the world and then trying to redirect or reposition. In this case, we've got beams of light. There are lots of puzzles. My god, look at all these. Oh god. There are lots of things that involve manipulating blocks, for example, and pushing in items, discerning patterns, all that kind of stuff. And if you've ever played a, I don't know, room-style game or something like that, you might be familiar with this type of gameplay. There we go, let's charge this up. Nice. So as you can see there, beams of light are energizing crystals. That's, whoa! Okay, cool. That's what a lot of the puzzles are based around. I genuinely haven't played through this bit yet, so you are discovering this along with me, but I will show you a couple of bits from other levels just to show you what we're dealing with here. So we've got a couple of arrows down here. That's another crystal, and I need to put a little power cube thing in there. So you get these little vials. They're not really cubes. You get a vial of energy. Whoa, this has come to life. Ah! I was trying to match up those lines earlier. You see those yellow ones? And I thought that would be the pattern. But by activating that light, it's almost like a kind of UV sort of thing. So I can now see the patterns that are on the other circles. This is great. So let's spin this around. I can see where the feet are. Hang on, all the way around. Round. There we go. And that's kind of a negative of the other image. I like that. Let's get this round here. And get the, it looks like a head to me. Let's lock it up, beautiful. And then, that's not going to be the one, is it? We want the hand up here. Yes? Yes! Look at that. And then suddenly we're in a different room. Delightful. So, there's 4 chapters to the game. This is the 3rd chapter. I've already completed the first 2. I might hold back and show you a bit. But as you can see, they do differ, the environments, in the way that they are presented, although they all follow a theme. You're kind of on the same planet, and the idea is you're just supposed to explore, uncover objects. There are relics lying around the place as well. If I go into my little knapsack here, you can see I've already picked up that boot. She gives you a little narration, but all the other levels have those as well. So if you fancy it, you can kind of replay and try and find every little hidden thing. Importantly, you can smash crockery. I'm sorry, I'm going to do it. If you give me the option to smash a thing, then I'm only human. I got to do what I got to do. And now we're back at the very beginning of the game. So this is the world you're greeted with when you originally turn it on. I can mess around with these little circular things here. Again, the aim is for me to try and connect to these paths to join up that blue crystal with the other blue crystal. So simple, slide it up, and it kind of introduces you to the whole mechanic of what you're dealing with. These ones are slightly different, so you can see by tapping on the yellow bars, I kind of activate them, I turn them blue. But if you notice at the bottom of the screen there is like a white chalk pattern written on the floor there, so if I have a look at that, I thought, alright, let's match up this pattern, and then bam, that's the other part of the door, and we're in, and we're open. You can see it's got a similar theme, it's still this outdoor world, but this is a lot brighter as far as the level goes. We've got a little collection of what look like dudes on poles, which I can move up and down. Okay, that's good. So we're going to fire out and find out what order they need to be in. Let's have a look at this relic. Right. So we've got a bunch of them, 6 on their knees, and one at the end who is, I don't know, wagging a finger at them. It looks like it could be a gun. I'm going to say it's a finger and try and keep things PG-13. Let's see if I can move those down and whack this one up. Hey, I make that Yahtzee. And one of those relics I was talking about hidden at the bottom there. Lovely stuff. And here we have a wee snapshot of the second world. So I've already completed the vast majority of this, but to show you the step up in complexity from what we were just doing, this is more in line with what we're talking about. So we've got some sliding puzzle action. If you look at the arrows, they show you where you can and cannot move them. So you're quite limited here. If I move these around like that, and then that's going to be no good up there, perhaps. Are there any going down? Yes, let's slide this over here. Ah, now we're talking. If I get this in here, got to make sure they connect. There's a little drift with this, so it doesn't lock perfectly in. You have to be quite careful with your movements. if you want to make them join up. See, look, the way you want them to join. There we go. And we'll just make a slight tweak there. Oh, nearly had it. Hey. Charge up the blue crystal, and then bam. So because I've already opened that box, this produced another one of those little vials that I was talking about earlier. If I go through this door, what you find is the levels start to get broken down into a vast number of areas, and there's a bit of like Metroidvania style backtracking. You need to flit between different puzzle rooms and puzzle boxes. So here's another one over here. If I manipulate this one at the bottom, you can see I could change the crystal projector to 1, 2, 3 different positions. And then once it's here, I need to tap and move and adjust. And each one of these little buttons that I'm pressing over here, I tap one and it affects a whole bunch. So it becomes a real like juggling act. And it affects a whole range of these different crystals and the things that are guarding them. You can see that little area, that little brown spot, which is stopping the crystal, blocking it from hitting another one of its crystal buddies. So that's a real pain when you're trying to work with it. I'm going to jump over here as well. And let's say, this room over here. Now this is kind of beautiful. Look at that. That lovely crystal forms only after you've managed to complete the puzzle. I will not spoil what it does. I'm going to jump back out of that room because it's just a little tease. And I know it is. You can get this, by the way. Download it for free on iPhone, iPad, and Android. That gives you the first 2 chapters of the game. And then if you pay, I think it's £2.99, $2.99, you unlock chapters 3 and 4 if you've liked what you've played so far. And then if you manage to make it all the way through, you will get to unlock this and see what happens with this little droid dude. Oh, he's a little hero. And he's going to do something to unlock a later stage. But I'm not going to show you what it is. To play to find out. This is Krystopia, a puzzle journey. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.